Okay, Andy. So, good morning, everyone. Sorry, good evening, everyone. Online friends, can I hear my voice? Says or no to me. So, online friends. So, this is the notes I added there. Okay. This is the notes. See how I added the notes means the complete file what I uh, that file I added there for you. This is the file. Whatever I typed the notes, I added in the drive to you like this. Then some diagrams I added. Whatever the diagrams I drawn, that all diagrams I kept it. The diagrams I kept, whatever I drawn. Like this. Like this. So whatever I drawn, they are available there. Some demo videos are there here. Like this. You have to copy it and play it anyway. So what are available there? So copy correctly and play it, whether they are playing or not, you have to check it once. Okay, right. So this drive also temporary only. This drive also temporary drive only. After finalizing the batch, then Google Classroom will come. In that Google Classroom, only registered students will be there, and for them, again, the notes will be added. This is temporarily to send the notes to you, right? Anyway. So without your knowledge, 1 week has been completed. First week has been ended. In that first week, we had 5 days, means one day I took a break. So 5 days we have been worked. Among that 5 days also, fifth day is repetition, and 4 days we have been worked. In that 4 days, some notes is available. The notes is nothing but program definition, program stages, difference between Objective code and bytecode, Java software introduction, difference between JDK, JRE, JVM, installing Java software and setting path, introduction to class component and writing program, running, writing, saving, compiling and executing program. So these are all happened in the last 4 sessions. That's called introduction to your language indirectly. We are entering into second week. We are entering now. This is called second week. In the second week, some more course curriculum will be moved very fastly. These are the recordings they are saying for me. I also will add these recordings in the room for you. Almost 8 recordings they are giving. like this. Almost 9 days they are giving for you. In between, other faculty took that also available, some introduction, right? Okay. This also I will load there for you in the drive once. The last, I'll load it. Now, today's class is, sir, we are setting a path in environment variable. Sir, what is that environment variable? Small FAQ question we are writing. Make it 1 or 2 FAQs. Define environment variables. The operating system variables. The operating system variables which hold information about resources installed in computer system. The operating system variables which hold information about resources installed in computer system are known as environment variables, are known as environment variables. These environment variables are categorized into two types. User variables and system variables. User variables and system variables. Two types will be there for you. User variables and system variables. Two types will be there. Right. So the diagrammatical form is like this. So here we should visualize some location like this. So this is virtual machine. This is one virtual machine. So in this virtual machine, our software is installed. C drive, program files, Java, JDK 17. Sir, our software is installed here. In C drive, it is installed. Our software is available there. In C drive, program files, Java, JDK, the software available. Now, upon this, one operating system will be there. To control this machine, some OS will be there. Operating system will be there. Now, in between this OS and machine, OS and machine. OS and machine. Here environment variables are available. Environment is nothing but to OS only. Environment means OS only. Environment variables are available. So in this environment variables, so what we are doing now, sir, under this PC, properties, advanced system settings, environment variables. You don't take user variable, don't keep any path here. You must keep the path in the system variable. If you want, you can keep also, no problem. But best way is system variable. Here I am keeping one path. In system variable, I am taking one path I am taking. So path, sir, not path. Here I am taking here. One variable name I am taking. Variable name I am taking it as. Path I am taking. Variable value. Variable value means where that software is available. I am copying that. Program files, Java, JDK, bin. What is the meaning of this is environment variable among system variable. I took one variable path. That variable is holding one value. Value means information about the resource installed in your computer system. A resource means software. The softwares installed in your computer in C drive, program files, JDK, that information is available there. That is only environment variable. So what is the advantage now, sir? Whenever I want to run one program or compile one program, I am opening one command prompt. I am opening. I am opening command prompt. Command prompt is nothing but DOS. What is DOS? What is DOS now? Disk operating system. That is disk operating. Disk means contacting with the disk, means hard disk contacting. It's called disk operating system. This one we use what now? Command prompt. PROMPT, command prompt. That DOS is a part of your operating system only. That is a part only. Windows is GUI based. It is command prompt based. So it is a part of it, one option part of it. Here what I am doing now, sir, I am opening the drive like this. I will go to the drive. I'll go to folder. I'll type what now? CMD. Here. Here opened or not now, right? So this is opened. Sir, I opened in a command prompt. Where is this? I open in a D drive or not now? Observe, right? Sir, that command prompt opened in D drive. But our software is in C drive. Yes or no? Now, sir, how your software is connected? Because you are compiling and executing the program from D drive, but your software is available in the C drive. Have you understood the statement? Right. So what you are doing here now, sir, I will do Java C followed by display.java. I'll do. That the first line you are typing or not now, right? Right. Whenever I type this line now, Right it. Now this is the command I given. So this is the command. That command is JavaC is a command to on the compiler. To find the compiler, the control will come. The control will come to environment variables. That's the rule. Where the control will come now? The control will come to environment variables. Whenever you type one command there, JavaC, the control will come to environment variables. If you don't give the path correctly there, then JavaC not detected as internal external command, error will come. If anybody is getting that problem, means path problem only. So because it will look into the path. The path will give the information. What information now? If you want to find the compiler, go to C drive, go to program files, go to Java. You can find JDK, you can find bin. There you can see the compiler. Now from here, the control will come here. It is coming to your software location, no? Yes or no? Na? So it is helping. The path is helping. The control will come here. From here, the compiler will run here. So compiler will take this Java file and compile it. Whenever it compiles a file, one .class file will come. The .class file also loaded into D drive only, it loads. That's the point. After loading into D drive, what you'll do now, sir? I will say here. Here. I'll use Java display, I'll set. First command over. Second command now. For the second command, again the control will come to path only. So every time it is checking the path. And use the information. You want JVM, no? The control will come here. The control will come here. From here, JVM will be on and the result will come. All of you understood this? Right. One point you have to observe here. The point is, sir, I am compiling the program in D drive. I am executing the program in D drive, but compiler and JVM is responding from C drive because of path. If path not there, they will not respond it. So what is the advantage of having Java path in environment variable? That's the entire question. What is the advantage means? You can compile and execute the program from any location of a computer system independent of your software location. Your software can be located anywhere, D drive, E drive, F drive, but you can compile and run the program from any location because that is the advantage of your Java path. All of you understood this? Right. Okay. All of you got one idea? Say yes or no to me. Right. So here, sir, what is user variable? What is system variable? Why the other given two options? Your operating system will have options. More than one user can be there for your computer system. So users can be more than once. Suppose I am using two users, user 1, user 2 I am using. Then for me, variables, user variable for user 1, user variable for user 2 and system variable. Three options will come. Now I kept the path in the user variable for user 1, I kept the path. User 2 cannot use that path. User 2 cannot use that path. Suppose I kept the path in the user 2, user 1 cannot use the path. Suppose if I keep the path in system variable, both can use it. All of you understand? Because I written in notes as system variable. I don't know which environment you are using. These many computers will be there at home. Administrators will be there, some other user will be there. Some people don't know what administrator available in your operating system also. Some people don't know, because some hardware engineers will prepare your system and give to you. Some permissions may be there, may not be there. Some students don't know that access permissions also. To overcome that, when we are writing in notes, we are asking you to keep the path in the system variable. When you keep the path in the system variable, headache not there. Whatever the users you will use, system variable can be used by all the users. All of you got this? Right. What is environment variable? Variables which belongs to operating system. Operating system variable which hold information about resources. Resources means softwares installed in the computer system are known as environment variables. Our software installed in C drive, the information I kept in the system variable by using a variable known as path. Sorry, if I change the name path to other name, it will not work. It should be path only. Why it should be path now? Java commands are designed to work with path only. They search for path. If we change the name, it will not work. All have understood this? Right. Now, right. User variables. The variables which are related to individual users. The variables related to individual users are known as user variables. Are known as user variables. The variables which are related to individual users are known as user variables. The information available in user variables can be used only by individual user. That user only can use that information. Other users cannot use it. The information available in user variables can be used only by individual users. Individual user. System variables. The variables which are related to total computer system are known as system variables. System variables. The information in system variables can be used by all the users of computer system. The information in system variables can be used by all the users of a computer system. Permanent path. If anybody asked in interview, what is permanent path means? Keeping the path in the system variable is a permanent path. So I asked you to keep permanent path in your system. No point. Right. One more. what is the advantage of having, what is the advantage of setting Java path in environment variables? What is the advantage of setting Java path in environment variables? When we have Java path in environment variables, when we have Java path in environment variables, then the program can be compiled and executed from any location of computer system. When we have Java path in environment variables, then the program can be compiled and executed from any location of a computer system. You can run and compile the program from any location of a computer system. We can do. Right. All of you understood this statement, says or no to me? Right. If we take our computer environment now, sir, our software is in C drive, but we are running the program and compiling the program from D drive. So because of path only, the link is establishing. That's a concept. So followed by the diagram. This is a diagram. So can I copy the diagram in the drive? Right. Yes or no now? I'll copy the diagram in the drive, leave one space and keep it. If not, you can see from there. You can understand. Okay, right. All of you comfortable with environment variables? Right. Okay. Small question you're expecting on this environment variable, system variable, user variable. Why we have to set a path? That's the point. Right. After this one, now our target is right. Sir, two programs available in my book, sir. The two programs are Introduction to Writing One Class, Holding Main Method. Now variables must come. Third program, variable should enter. Already main will be there. Now variable should enter. All of understood this, right? Whenever I want to bring variables, so why I'm bringing variables means first alphabet in your training. Already you started class. You're taking which variable? Sorry, which alphabet now? First alphabet, that is variables. Whenever I want to bring the variables into the course, first I must bring the data types. I must bring it. So make a shading. Data types in Java. Star mark IMP. Data types in Java. The types of data. The types of data which we are expecting as input to Java program. the types of data which we are expecting as input to Java program are known as data types in Java. Underline the types of data. Underline discussion about types of data is known as data types. The types of data which we are expecting as input to Java programs. Input to Java programs are known as data types in Java. Data types in Java are categorized into two types. Categorized into two types. Primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Other name is referential data types. So two types of data types available. Primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Right. Primitive. The single valued data formats. Underline the term, what I written in a single quotes. The single valued data formats are known as primitive data types, or you can say basic data types. You can say the single valued data formats are known as primitive data types or basic data types, you can say. First, the list will come. Data types list will come, not discussion. List will come. Then variables with the data type discussion is going to happen. That's the way of writing. First, the data type list will come. What are available in Java? If anybody knows other language, forget it. Don't match with other language. No need to apply the other language here, not needed. Because we are not waiting also. Student can come directly. Started already week 2, second week. If anybody comes late, we'll give the backup in the Saturday. If he waits for us, if he is not waiting, some other options will be there for him. Because second week, again, 6 days I have to execute. Second week, week 2, I must execute 6 days. In the 6 days, 5 days, I must move the syllabus, and 6th day, I must make a review. So second week will play crucial role. Third week will be more crucial role because you have to increment, no? Subject should be incremented and come. These 2 weeks are very important for us. In the second week, day 1, data types category is coming. Correct. The following are the types of primitive data types. The following are the types of primitive data types. A. Integer data types. Float data types. Character data type. Boolean data type. So 4 types will be there from primitive. Integer, float, character, and Boolean. 4 types will be there. So integer means number with decimal, without decimal. Without decimal, that's called numeric. Okay, right. Now float means quite opposite to integer, number with decimal. Other than these two, one character, single valued character. So special case is Boolean, true or false. This 4 comes under primitive. 4 comes under what now? Primitive. One line you write it. The numeric data without decimal point representation are known as integer data types. Integer data types. The numeric data without decimal point representation are known as integer data types. Among this integer data types will be there for you. So here byte will be there. Byte means 1 byte, or you can say 8 bits, you can say. Short will be there, that is 2 bytes. Here int will be there, 4 bytes. Here long, here 8 bytes. These 4 are under integer data types. I only will give the clarity where to use byte, where to use short, where to use int, where to use long. I'll give it. First, you must know the names. Integer data type. Among that 4 are there. Byte, short, int, long. You must know. Float data types. The numeric data with decimal point representation are known as float data types. The numeric data with decimal point representation are known as float data types. Here types. Float 4 bytes will be there. Double 8 bytes will be there. So 2 categories under your float. One is float and one is double. So character data type. The single valued character which is represented in single quotes. The single valued character which is represented in single quotes is known as character data type. The single valued character which is represented in single quotes is known as character data type. So example character will be in single quotes like this. Character will be written like this. This kind of representation is a char. Types. Under character, only one will be there. Char and 2 bytes will be there. Char and 2 bytes. Right. Only one, that is char. Who knows C language? Character 1 byte in C language. C++ also 1 byte. In Java 2 bytes. Interview question is there. Why 2 bytes? So that I'll reveal it slowly. Only I'm making a names. First, the student has to identify how many types of data types names he has to say. Under each data type, what is there, you have to understand first. Then, while practical, will reveal where to use int, where to use float, where to use double, where to use long, where to use char. Like this, we'll train you practically, we'll train it. What is the 2 bytes, 4 byte means spaces. I'll reveal that also. Why they given that bytes format and what is the advantage of it will be revealed to you practically. First, my intention is my student has to remember that names first. That names he have to by had it. So 2 types of data types among that primitive, among primitive 4 types. Each one is having this one. You should by had that names and you have to remember first. That is the first stage. Now, Boolean data type. Here, Boolean means true or false generally. The term Boolean represents true or false. The data which is represented in the form of true or false is known as Boolean data type. The data which is represented in the form of true or false is known as Boolean data type. Here types will be one, that is Boolean. To represent Boolean, 1 bit is needed, only 1 bit. What is the size of Boolean? 1 bit. 1 bit means maybe 0 or maybe 1. The 1 bit will hold 0 or 1. 0 means false, 1 means true. But some materials will write size of Boolean is 8 bytes, 8 bits it will write, or 1 byte it will write. Their intention of writing 1 byte is nothing but some materials will write. 1 byte means 8 bits. Yes or no? Na? Right. Whenever I want to represent false, they'll keep all zeros, they'll keep it. That is false. Whenever they want to represent true, they'll write 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, they'll write. Understand this point? They'll write. So some materials will write size of byte is 8 bit, they'll write. Because minimum 8 bit will be there. 1 bit will not be there, no? But our representation is in 1 bit only, no? Yes or no? Na? So size needed how much now? 1 bit only. If it is 0 in here, that is false. 1 here, that is true. That I written 1 bit. All of understood this statement? Right. That is 1 bit. Why 1 bit means 2 to the power of 1. 2. 2 means 0 or 1. That I'll write it. Okay, right. So these are the names. So data types categorized into how many types now? 2 types. What are they now? Primitive, non-primitive. Primitive categorized into how many types now? 4 types. What are they now? Integer data types, float data types, character data type, Boolean data type. Integer, how many types are there now? 4. What are they now? byte, short, int, long. Float, how many types now? Two types. What are they now? Float, double. Character, how many types now? Only one. What is that now? Char. Boolean, how many types now? Only one. That is Boolean. First, you have to by heart them. In all together, 8. 4 integer, 2 float, 1 char, 1 Boolean. Total 8. We call it as a primitive. All have understood the theoretical here? Right. Okay. Then we are entering into non-primitive category. Make a side star mark IMP. Non-primitive data type. Look here from now 3 weeks. So who are really want to become a developer in Java, these 3 weeks are crucial. Already I am repeating, Java will be bit lengthy, bit hard, but only 3 weeks. After that, you will understand what is happening. But the 3 weeks should be under your control. It's called basics. So already 1 week over. Next 3 weeks I am calling. Okay, right. In the 3 weeks, lot more things are going to happen in the subject. It's called fundamentals totally. If you understand the 3 weeks, finish. The language will be under your control. Once you learn the language enough, no, every time no need to learn it. So once you learn it, finish. Just 3 weeks. 3 weeks means 6 3 18 sessions. 18 sessions will change your life for 18 years. Once you learn it, finish. Learning once only, no. So every day is important. So go home and read the notes. Any doubts is there, you have to ask it and clarify. Okay, right. So now I'm entering non-primitive data type. What is the other name now? Referential data type. Non-primitive means primitive opposite, non-primitive will write. Market will use a term known as what now? Referential data types. The group valued. The group valued data formats are known as non-primitive data types or referential data types. Just I'm introducing the term referential slowly. One day I will not call non-primitive, I'll call it as referential. Underline, group valued data formats are known as non-primitive data types, or you can say referential data types, you can say. Primitive means a single, non-primitive means group. That only concept. Primitive means single, non-primitive means group will be there. The following are the non-primitive data types. The following are the non-primitive data types. Class, interface, array, and enum. This 4 comes under non-primitive data types. Class, interface, array, enum. Right. Only 4. Class types, interface types, array types, and enum types. This 4 comes under non-primitive. Right. Here, one doubt will be there for all students. Sir, where is a string? Because many materials will write string. Many interview questions will be string. Sir, in the first 4 also, string not there here. String not there. Next one also, string not available. Sir, where is the string? They'll ask a question in interview. Define string data type, one FAQ, because in that list not available, in this list also not available, here not available and here not available. When they are not available, then what is the string data type? They'll ask it. So define string data type. String data type. Define string data type. Right, look here. String is a class. Yes or no? Na? String is a class in Java and which is primitive or non-primitive? Which is primitive or non-primitive? Non-primitive. All classes should come under what now? Non-primitive. So string is a primitive data type or non-primitive data type? Non-primitive, right? I'm making statement. String, S capital. String is a class in Java and which is non-primitive data type. String is a class in Java and which is non-primitive data type. And which is non-primitive data type. Actually, it is a non-primitive. If anybody asks in interview, what is string data type? Non-primitive data type, because string is a class. So general definition, string, non-primitive means group, no? Yes or no? Na? So string also group. String is a collection of sequenced collection of characters. Nothing but group of characters. String is a group of characters represented in double quotes. When the double quotes is there, that is string. Make it. String is a group. String is a group of characters represented in double quotes. String is a group of characters represented in double quotes. So like this, double quotes NIT, double quotes Hyderabad. So this kind of representation, we call it as a string. Why I written that string here means, by seeing a note, some people who knows other language, they'll get a doubt. Where is string data type? They'll think it. So string comes under class category. Class comes under non-primitive. So string comes under non-primitive. Non-primitive means group. So string is a group of characters represented in double quotes. So theory. All of you clear about these theoretical statements? Right. After making these theoretical statements, non-primitive data types, how many types are there now? 4. What are they now? Class, interface, array, enum. 40% of materials will write class, interface, array, enum, string, object, they'll write. If anybody written, take one pen and strike out it. So how many types totally? 4, not 6. Why means, if anybody, why you strike out means you must say string is a class. Why are you writing string again? Understand, sir? So object is a class. Why are you writing object again? You must say. So already class type is already available or not now? That's the point. So total 4 types under class. That's the point. Now, sir, primitive, okay. Int, char, float, easy to work it only. But here non-primitive data types, we have to work it. Whenever you want to work with non-primitive data types, then we are introducing the first concept. What is the first concept here now? Object-oriented programming we are introducing. Object-oriented programming. Make a siding. Star mark IMP. Object-oriented programming in Java. Object-oriented programming in Java. Object-oriented programming in Java. Object-oriented programming in Java. Look here. Programming means the process of constructing programs is known as programming. That's the definition. The person who writes the programs, he's a programmer. Program means a set of instructions. Programming means process used to construct programs. That programming also must be object oriented, means everything must be in the form of objects. The process of constructing programs using class object concept is known as object oriented programming. Whenever you present one program using class object also must be there. Until now object not entered. Now object is coming now. Class object concept, we call it as object oriented programming. Make a statement. The process of constructing programs using class object concept is known as object oriented programming. The process of constructing programs using class object concept is known as object oriented programming. Object oriented programming. Look here. In object oriented programming, we work with non-primitive data types. Object oriented programming, we are going to use non-primitive data types will be used. Make a statement. In object oriented programming, in object oriented programming, we use non-primitive data types. We use non-primitive data types or referential data types. Referential data types. In object-oriented programming, we use non-primitive data types, or you can say referential data types. Right. Sir, in object-oriented programming, what I'm going to learn it? So in object-oriented programming, levels will be there. Make it. The following are the levels in object-oriented programming. The following are the levels in object-oriented programming. One, object definition you're going to learn. Object creation, you're going to learn. Object location means where object is created. Object components means what object will hold. What object is going to hold. Object types. How many types of objects? User defined class objects. Training will be there. String objects will be there. Wrapper class objects will be there. Array objects will be there. Collection objects will be there. Map objects will be there. Enum objects will be there. Enum objects will be there. So object types will be trained. Objects grouping. Nothing but objects collection. Objects sorting. Object locking. Object serializable. Object serialization. Object cloning. So related to object, you're going to learn these many things. Right. So these are the levels. Means you are going to cover all these from your core Java syllabus. I only will train definition, creation, location, what object will hold, types of objects from core, how to group multiple objects, how to order them in ascending order, descending order, how to lock that object for security, converting into stream. This is a high level case. Cloning means backup for security purpose. These three are securities. So when you reach to cloning, the batch will be ended. So we reach up to cloning, object cloning. Object cloning means object will be duplicated. So object backup we say. So there the batch ends. So these are the 10 levels will be trained related to object. Now we are starting with the first one. What is the first one now? Object definition we are starting. Make it define object. We are starting. So define object. right? So before writing this object definition now, here, one small discussion generally to create one small idea for you. You take any online job application, if you take it, online job application, you take it. So many online job applications, especially you can take groups, you can take group 1, group 2, and so on. They'll do some registrations, they'll do. If not any government job application, they'll do online nowadays. So whenever they open the website, they'll get one form. One HTML form will come. HTML form 1 will come, where post applied for some first name, last name, mother name, father name, nationality, permanent address, and temporary address or communication address. These are the fields will be there generally. Based on the website, they'll change it. After filling all the details, then we have one button here, next will be there. Suppose if I click on next now, they gives one more form to me. They'll give one more form. HTML form 2. In this HTML form 2, they'll ask all my qualification details. They'll ask it. Total qualification from 5th class to till now. Any extra certifications, extra degrees, total qualification, they'll take it. Dot. Total qualification, they'll take it. Again, imagine it. So there is one submit button known as next. I'll click on this next. Then they will show one more form to me. They'll ask to upload scanned documents. They'll ask it. So proof of your qualifications or proof of your any other certificates and your latest photograph or thumb impression or signature, some documents loading will be there. Based on the website, it changes. Documents upload. I'll scan all my documents and I'll upload it, sir. So whenever I click on next now, again, they'll show one more HTML like this. In this HTML, payment option will be there. You have to select your payment option. You must go for payment. After payment successful, then they'll show one last form. And they'll ask, do you want to preview the total application, what you've done? Do you want to see and correct it? Some option. If not, you want to submit. So tick that agreement and submit it. One checkbox they'll give it. You have to read it and you have to submit it. Here the doubt you have to get it. The doubt is nothing but, sir, I filled some details in form 1. I submitted. I came to form 2. Whenever I'm filling the details in form 2, who is holding the data of form 1? I want to know, sir. Where that data is available, I want to know, sir. Understood? So there we are available. Java developer available. So whenever you submitted your data from form 1, you are filling form 2. Form 1 data is available in the object background. One object will be there in the background. one object in the background. Whenever I submitted the data will be loaded to this object. It stores here. Whenever I submitted form 2, the data will be updated here. Appended, nothing but updated. Whenever I submitted form 3, the data will be appended here. Append means adding and coming. Whenever I submitted form 4, the data is updated. Like this, total data available here. Whenever I say preview, the data from here will be shown. All of you understood this information, right? Now, after seeing the details, I'll correct it. Any phone number mistyped, if not any other, I'll correct it. Whenever I correct it, I'll say save again. Whenever I say save, that is saved in the object only. After that, I'll say submit. Whenever I say submit, then your database will be there in the background. Whenever I say submit, the data will be stored permanently here. So, stored permanently. Stored permanently. Right. All of you understood this diagram, says or no to me? Right. Now here the information. What is object? Object is a storage. What is object now? Object is a storage only. Your university people will say instance, blueprint. No problem, you can say. But actually, what is object? It is a storage. Because of this reason, internet world, people will ask for object-oriented programmers. They will ask. Because in the background, you have to store them and keep it. Until the data goes to database table, the data should be holded into objects. They look for object-oriented programmers they are looking. That's the reason. So today's definition is from today. Venkatesh Maipathi sir, core Java class. From today, when you are entering my room, object means one storage. Prepare your mindset and come. Object means what now? Storage. Object is a storage related to a class holding the members of a class. Class not there means object will not come. So that storage belongs to whom? Means class. Understood this point? Class not there means object not there. What object will hold? What are the class members are there? They are available here. Write a definition now. Object is a storage related to a class. Object is a storage. Underline it. All will say blueprint instance. Venkatesh Maipathi sir will say storage. Object is a storage. This application I only will develop in Advanced Java. This live coding will give it. I'll prove it also. Whatever the diagram I drawn today, I'll prove it in Advanced Java. So before coming to Advanced Java, you're attending Oracle, no? Yes or no? Na? No, also you should attend because you must know the Oracle or not now. And all are attending HTML, you should attend because you must know form designs, no? HTML trainer will give a form designs. Database trainer will give a database. Core Java trainer will give a object. These three will mix together in the Advanced Java. Then application will come. Online applications, student management system, product management system, book management stores like Himalaya, Universal Bookstores are there, no? That kind of applications. Product store, Reliance Fresh is there. Product store, that kind of applications you can write. For that, what is the knowledge now? Object knowledge needed. HTML form knowledge needed, database needed. Because I asked you who are attending full stack Java developer courses, I asked you to start these 3 batches parallelly. That's the concept. Now time not there also. Start core Java, remaining to find your time and start bit late also, but you have to start it. Why means if I write this kind of application in advanced Java, you should understand, no? All of you got it now, right? From today, object is a storage related to a class holding the members of class. Members of class. Object is a storage related to a class holding the members of class. Object is a storage. Venkatesh Maipathi sir student, I am repeating again and again because I will show 30 objects. How many objects I'll show? Louder. Core Java, I will give 30 objects. I'll give it. Advanced Java, I'll give 40 objects. Total in count, how much now? 70 objects. Advanced Java student closes his eye means 70 objects should come in the map. So where is the location you will access? That's the power of code writing. Object-oriented programmer. My visualization is objects only. Because objects are the storages. All of you understood this statement now. So when you travel with us till the advanced Java, we'll give 70 objects to you. The student who travels, his mind will be 70 objects will be there. So object means 70 different storages. So object from today is a storage related to a class holding the members of a class. Make it. Sir, I want to create this object. Object means storage, no? From today, object means storage. I want to create that object. Sir, how I will create? In Java, we use one keyword known as new. Make it. We use new keyword in Java to create objects. We use new keyword in Java to create objects, to create storages. Right. Now, syntax of object creation. Syntax means how to write that new keyword in my program. Grammatical rule of presenting object creation. How to write in the program. Class name, object name is equal to new class name and braces. Class name, object name is equal to new class name. So this is object creation syntax. Now we have to bring the object inside. For that object only variable will come now. Right. See, to introduce variable, this much of story we are writing. Have you observed that? So roughly I did not take variable. If I want unsorted, I can write int a, inside I can write and value will come. But until I give a clarity, I will not bring a component. That's a way of code training actually. Because code writers should have a patience. Mind users know we are all. So to introduce one variable, almost one session I took it. Still I not written variable. So for that, I took data types. I took object flavor. Today object definition came. One idea also came. From today, don't say instance of class. That also correct only. But prepare your mindset as a storage. Because whenever you say storage, I'll show that storage is also for you. In advanced Java, very clearly I'll show. In advanced Java, in a project flow, very clearly I'll show that storages to you, where the data available, where the server is accessing, how in the background to one web browser, how data is accessing. All login forms, gmail.com. You can see. Whenever you open your Gmail, all are having Gmail account, right? You can read this. See there, written in what now? JavaScript. Next what now? Java. Next what now? C++. JavaScript means front end. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. When your teacher starts JavaScript, be serious. HTML, CSS will be easy only. Some colors will be there easy. But one day the teacher will start JavaScript. Suddenly he cannot start JavaScript. No, he'll start bit late. When JavaScript started, take serious and learn it. JavaScript is playing a role. Okay, right. If you know JavaScript, Angular will be easy and React.js will be easy. HTML, CSS is easy only because you can search in the internet and you can keep it. But JavaScript trainer support needed because he will write some functions, he'll write some logics, he'll do some work. So trainer support needed. HTML, CSS bit easy will be there. You can copy, paste and run it. But JavaScript trainer support needed. JavaScript is a base for Angular and React.js. So be concentrative there. C++ means any algorithms, background, standalone algorithms are not standalone. Any system based algorithms, if you want to run, then we'll use C++ we are using. Background code is, why C++ code is there? Within 2 days, you'll get a clarity. So major code is what now? Java. Here, one login form will be there. Of course, for me, login. What is this? Gmail account. Here, for me, login form is coming anyway. For me, login form is coming anyway. So in this login form now, example, background, whenever I logged in, here my profile also coming. Here my profile also coming. Of course, today internet is almost wired with your mail ID and coming, no? Total link. Why I'm speaking means, whenever you perform login process, it checks my username, password in the database. My total details will be taken, load into object and keep it. So at last, the data should come to object only. So object-oriented programmers will have high demand. Because when the data come out of your database, who will hold it? Object only should hold it. Whenever you want to send the data to database, who will hold it? Object only should hold it. So object is an intermediate storage between your user and the database. All of understand. So because why I drawn the diagram to you under day one means educating you. So there is one storage in between user interface and database. That is object storage. We are calling it as a object storage. Anyway, slowly, when you come to advanced Java, complete grip will come. What is happening? Project grip will come. So from today in my class, object is a storage from today. I'll prove it also. How it is a storage, I'll prove it also. Okay, right. So if possible, you draw this rough diagram and keep it. No, sir, I can remember it means leave it. No, sir, I can remember it means you can leave it. That is object. Object is one storage holding the background data to each HTML form. Then we is loading the data to database. Now same program, remember when I come to advanced Java, same diagram I'll code it and show. Same diagram I'll code it and show in the form of application point. Just roughly you write form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5. Put one arrows to object. Object will link to database. No need to write the details. My intention, HTML form, background, object storage is there. My intention is that. Don't write anything, just you draw boxes and keep arrows to object. Object to database, you link it. Enough. Just for idea purpose. In your interview also, you say object is a storage related to a class. Because all will say instance of class, you only will say object is a storage. Whenever you say object is a storage, your concentration will be on you. What? He's speaking object is a storage, he'll ask more questions. Right. Right. All of you completed? Right. Okay. See there. I'll make a review once. All are in the drive now, Google Drive now. Right. So some complaint is coming. It is not opening, sir. Means type it properly. If it is not opening in the mobile phones, try to open in the desktops or laptops. You try it. Only 2 days that complexity. So within 2 days, management will give the Google Classroom. Their issue will not be there. For now, all are available in the drive. So all means who came to demo classes also, they are also available. So now the filtering is going, no, they are checking your payments and so on. At last, one count will come from them. Who has been registered, they'll collect your information. They'll put in one Google Classroom, they'll keep it. The Google Classroom will be almost for 2 years, it will be there. The data will be available there. So once you are in the part of Google Classroom, that issue will not be there. Not opening issue not there. So directly notes will be available there with the recordings. Right. Look here. Now, today's class, I'm stopping the class here because next one is I'm bringing the class outside. Non-primitive data type. What is the first one now? Class. After bringing the class, types of classes notes will come. Under that, variables will come. That's the target. When the variable comes, already data types are there. No, I'll bring a data type inside. I'll write the program. I'll introduce object. Object will be introduced and variable will be introduced. Data types will be introduced at a time with the third program. So tomorrow it is a huge notes and huge class also. Okay, right. So for today's class is data types. How many types are available now? Primitive data type, non-primitive data type. Primitive, how many are available now? 4 types. What are they now? Integer data types, float data types, character data type, Boolean data type. Integer, how many are there now? 4 types. What are they now? Byte, short, int, long. Float, how many types now? 2 types. What are they now? Float and double. Character, how many types now? Only one. What is that now? Char. Boolean, how many types now? Only one. That is Boolean. Non-primitive data types categorized into how many types now? 4 types. Many material will write 5 and 6. Only 4 types. You will believe me, no? Yes or no? Na? Wow. Because some students will not believe lectures. Engineering college students especially. That students, the teacher will come to the class and he will write all notes. They also will write red ink, blue ink, black ink, underline, neatly they'll write. Last examination, they'll come to Amirpet and they'll buy Spectrum series and they'll go. So they'll throw that book away and they'll be reading Spectrum series. So they will not believe the lectures. But here, no Spectrum series. Venkatesh, Maipathi are notes only first. Somebody asked a question, which book I should buy? You buy any book, you will not understand. Right? If you understand why these many students will come here. See, lot more things I'm revealing, no? Moreover, my recording will not come. They'll stop. Whenever I entered into purely object oriented, management will protect me. Because we'll decode even that byte, 1 byte, short 2 bytes, into 4 bytes, why also I'll write. Everything will be decodable, but we find the situation and decode it. Immediately we never decode. First we concentrate on practical moment. Practicals will be, because my intention to write third program. Up to now, third program not there. Saturday, no program. Means today, Monday, no program. Tomorrow, I must keep one program at least. Then only practical will be moving on. So I'm moving for the third program writing. I'm moving. That's the point. So non-primitives, how many types now? 4 types. What are they now? Class, interface, array, enum. Tomorrow's class, I'm going to start with the class siding. I'm going to start it. So non-primitive data types will be started. Class, interface, array, enum, they'll be coming one by one. Working with non-primitive only object oriented, no? The concept. So finally, object oriented means what now? The process of constructing programs using class object concept. We can call it as object oriented programming. This list is very important for you, because whenever I covered object definition today, object creation, object location, object components, whatever I'm covering, whatever you are learning, you tick and come. Daily, I understood definitions, sir. I understood creation, sir. I understood location, sir. Whatever you understood, daily you can tick and come. One day you will reach up to object cloning. You will reach it. Okay, right. So what is object from today now? Object is a storage related to a class holding the members of class. It's a concept. So from today, object is a storage. And tomorrow I'll prove it also slowly, slowly, slowly. I'll increase the level and come. Can I take a break for today? Right. No program, read the notes and come. Tomorrow assignment will come. Program followed by assignment will come. Take a break. I'll upload the notes in your drive. If anybody new to the room today, you take this drive and see it. I'll upload the 9 recordings also. I'll upload it. Okay, right. So take a break. You can go. Thank you very much for today. So online students, I'll answer your queries by tomorrow to you. Any queries are there? Tomorrow I'll answer it. Java command is designed to take that class file. So no need to give it Atlas. Atlas will Java command. Compulsory and mandatory. సేమ్ టైం 1 hour ఉంటుంది. ఆల్రెడీ సిలబస్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా, ద టైం యూ also program files. And already a problem created.